Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 120 for the week of March 29th, 2020, because that's what today is, the 29th of March. And my name is Josh, a.k.a. JK Fire, a.k.a. the man in the wreck jersey. And this week I'm joined by the man in the Envy jersey and fucking amazing HCS Pro Talk hat, Will, a.k.a. I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you on this Sunday?
Doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's good. Good to hear.
I'm excited to be here with you. I'm excited to talk about some video games, some Halo, all the stuff. And I'm excited to talk to you guys in chat as well. That's right, we are live. It's the live show as well every Sunday, noon Central. Beth, what's going on? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a phenomenal Sunday. Dust, what's up as well? We're going to talk about you later on in the show, so don't you worry. You may not know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I mean, you should. It's a tweet. It's a tweet you put out that mentioned us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you should definitely know what we're going to be talking about. It's in community creations. So we're going to talk about you, Dust. We're talking about you. You like the jerseys, Beth? Look at this. I'm going to
show it off.
Can I turn it? Does it look good? Yeah, it's Pistola right there. Boom. Boom, baby. I know what you're talking about. Going to try to organize that in the next 2 weeks. Please do, Dust. We'd be absolutely happy to. And if you don't know what we're mentioning, then just stay tuned to later on in the show because we're going to talk about that. But Will.
Yeah, what do we got coming up on the rest of the episode?
Oh, that segue. Love it. So we have some tournament announcements to talk about. We have the Reflection Corner. Will.
Oh.
It's okay. You cue it up. Like, find a link to something so you can just play it on your phone again.
Oh.
Yes! We need the wind chimes, Will! We'll do that later, though. So the Reflection Corner makes its return. We have video games to talk about, and then the community has some fantastic creations. There's a lot of them to go through at the end of the show. But without further ado, also, I guess we should just say this now. Depending upon how, like, the show notes look, it looks like the show's going to be pretty short. So just, we'll have to wait and see. But without further ado, let's start with COD, another Games Watch.
Nice.
Yes, I agree. Also, something else to say here. I added something to the stream. Will.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So nobody's going to know unless somebody follows. So that's that.
Alerts?
Yeah. So I added it to it.
Nice.
But like there's no sound, so it doesn't disrupt anything. But
Okay.
it does pop up.
Very nice.
But where does it pop up? That's the question. We'll have to wait and see if anything happens. But that's besides the point. So let's do COD the Games Watch. Here we go. First up, the CDL and Ultimate clothing line has been announced and released. This is by Ultimate on Twitter, and I quote, Ult has been a part of the COD community for 4+ years, and now the journey continues with COD League. Working with your favorite teams, we are bringing elevated and unique apparel options to serve the passion of the fans. Shop the Tilt Shift collection at altesports.com. So I believe it's for every single team. I even saw ours on there. So you can go ahead and check them out. They have some minimalistic items on there. They look awesome. And they're kind of trippy. It has, for those who don't know, MKBHD, Marquez Brownlee also did this type of merch a long time ago. It's got like the shift tone to it, so it kind of looks like it's out of focus. It's weird. It looks really cool. You can definitely check it out. Exclamation point show notes in chat if you want to get the link to it and all that. What's up, Europa Halo? It's good to see you. Also, thank you for the hey, Dust, there it is. Thank you for the follow as well. Europa, thank you for the follow. We'll thank you guys at the end of the show as well. But yes. So that's that. If you're looking for some COD League apparel in a minimalistic form, check it out. They look pretty sick. And then the last piece of COD and Other Games Watch news. I could have put this in the Reflection Corner, but I didn't because this is kind of like this is like a news story, kind of. So this is Sony doing some good. This is by Patrick Klepek. He used to be of Kotaku. I believe now he is of Waypoint, if I'm not mistaken. And he put out a tweet, and I quote, According to a memo I've been briefed on, all North American and European PlayStation employees will continue working from home through at least April 30th due to coronavirus. Workers will continue to be paid, quote, regardless of ability to perform remote work due to job function or responsibilities, end quote. Sony's also issuing a one-time stipend of $1,000 so employees can purchase equipment to enhance their ability to work from home.
Very nice.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. So regardless if they're even able to do their job, they're going to get paid. That's fantastic. It's especially in these very trying times around the world. It's nice to see that. I mean, smaller businesses are doing what they're able to do. Larger businesses, some of them are doing what they're able to do as well for their employees, which is great. Dust says, I was trying to see if I unfollowed to see if the notification gets. It's too smart for that. Yeah, it's okay, Dust. It's not a big deal. But yeah, if somebody new does, it'll pop up somewhere. We'll see if it happens. Will, that's it for COD and Other Games Watch. Just a couple pieces of information there. The coronavirus has taken the world by storm. There's not a whole lot to talk about because things are happening behind the scenes that we don't know, right? People are working from home and all that.
Yeah.
But, Will, we got some tournament announcements to make, so it's time for some competitive news. First up, Halo Pro-Am Series presents the Recon Slayers Halo 5 Free-For-All Birthday Tournament. Recon Slayer, community member, he has his own birthday tournament that's going to be taking place in just a week here. April 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. There's a $5 entry fee. Here's how the matches are going to work. Regular matches are best of 1 on Truth. Semifinals are best of 3 on Regret, Coliseum, and Echelon if it gets to that point. And then finals, a best of 3 on the Rig, Eden, and Truth. Prizes are as follows. First place will take home $50. Second will take home $30. And third will take home $20. There is that for you. Yo, what's up, Josh? Welcome as well. Then we have LFTG announced their return and their next tournament. This is by LFTG on Twitter, and I quote, Halo 5 2v2 tournament. April 5th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have a lot of tournaments Eastern Standard. This one's Pacific Standard, so make sure you check out noobcombo.com for all the information. We're going to talk about them later, too. Single elimination bracket. It's free to enter. Prizes are as follows. First will take home $60, and second will take home 40 doll hairs. Not bad, not bad. And finally, Blue Team Tournaments provide their next tournament details. This is by Blue Team Tournaments, of course. It's a Halo 5 HCS settings free-for-all. Single elimination until the finals, which will be a best of 3. 8-man free-for-all. Here's the sign-up details. Sign-ups will start on April 4th at 3 p.m. Eastern, and they will end April 10th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern, so right before April 11th. Because the tournament is on April 11th at 3 p.m. Eastern, you can watch it at twitch.tv/blueteamto. That's that. Surprise tourneys are unaffected by COVID-19. So, Josh, these are online tournaments only. LANs probably will not be taking place for quite some time because we're still waiting on an HCS event to be announced, and God knows when that's going to happen. So, that's it for the competitive news. Upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com. Check out noobcombo.com for all your Halo esports neederinos, Duderino. And we have a few for you. So on Wednesday, April 1st, it's Why Not Be Reckless's Halo 5 Money 8s tourney. Check it out. Information will be included in the show notes of the show. Then on Saturday, April 4th, we have 2. We have the GT Halo 5 Quarantine 4v4 Schoolyard event, which was to be taking place at a Microsoft store, but is now no longer because of COVID-19. So they moved it online. There you go. It's going to be a fun time. And then finally, the Breaking the Clutch Halo Wars 2 Charity 1v1 is also going to be taking place. So make sure to check that out. But if I'm not mistaken, that's technically not all. Because, and I'm going to do a little. So, the Europa Halo Double Series League also starts this week. And we'll include a link to the video where Shurzy takes you through how the format's going to work out for that. So we'll include that in the show notes as well. Shout out to Europa Halo. Can't wait to watch those matches. It's going to be a fun fucking time. Will, that's it for the upcoming tournaments of the week. What do we got next? Roster Mania!
So yeah, Roster Mania usually takes place. We have nothing to report on at this time. No new team names being announced. No new rosters forming. Hopefully we see more of this show up in the future. We're seeing a lot of these online tournaments. We won't really know the teams until registration closed. Everything's set up. So just looking forward to those coming up.
Agreed. So, with that, we do have a tournament for you to recap, Will. So please go for it, my man.
All right. We do have one. It's the Halo Draft League relegation tournament results.
We do.
So we'll run through the qualified teams and then the eliminated teams. So in the qualified, we have Speedwagon Foundation, P-Brains, Paragon, and Game of Throws. I tried to tune in to the HDL.
Yeah.
I tuned in as the last kill happened on the Game of Throws game.
Wow.
And they were like, we're going to toss it over to, they hosted another channel. I was like, damn it. Like, I just missed.
So you saw the last kill is what you're saying.
I saw the last kill of the game, and I'm like, oh, all right. And then eliminated teams, the Furnaces, Sidelined, Optimistic, and MGE Sports. Yeah, it was, I just got home, turned on the computer, and missed the whole thing. I was kind of sad, but there's always VODs. Go check out the VODs.
There is always VODs.
But that's it for the tournament and league recaps of the week.
Sounds good. Josh, thanks for the host as well. Appreciate you, bud. Will, it's time for our topic of the week. And this week means it's the return of...
Shit.
I'm gonna stall for a
I'm
second.
ready when
you you are? It's time for the Reflection Corner. Oh my God, that was amazing.
There you go.
Oh man, they made me think. That made me think that I was like sitting on my porch,
just hanging out,
just like on my
relaxing.
rocking chair, just rocking back and forth with the wind
thinking
chimes.
about things, reflecting.
Just maybe have my newspaper in my hand or a nice book. Just that's what that reminded me of. That was fantastic.
Dust says, "Oh dang, that was fast to the topic."
It was.
Yes. With not a lot going on in the space, it's kind of we're getting to the topic quick. So
yes. But we do have some things to talk about here in the Reflection Corner. So the first thing, it's because there's been a lot of like flack thrown Tashi's way, right? It's like week in, week out when there were competitive events going on, there's a lot of shit going his way because, communication, the announcements, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Want to lay that shit to bed right now. And this doesn't immediately, it's not regarding him like completely. Okay? So bear with me.
Where are you going with this, man?
So Bravo put out a tweet. And this is what it says. True story. Right before I hired Uni, my manager stopped and asked me a question to make sure I was confident in the hire. Quote, just remember, you can hire anyone in the world for this position. Is this who you want to hire? End quote. Without any hesitation, I responded, yes. Will, can I get the soundbite for our man? Do you remember which one this is?
I do.
Unishek.
He says, I can't thank you, Chess Space, Tashi, and Frank O'Connor enough for letting me join the team. It's been a wild ride ever since my first day, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. And then Tashi replied with, nobody let you. You earned it, and the studio was lucky to have you. So not only is the studio lucky to have him, the studio's also lucky to have Tashi. Because the people, like, there's so many people that just love to shit on him, but I'm just going to say this right now. And it's like, we haven't had major conversations with the man. This is just me being, like, I'm not going to lie to anybody. He earned it as well. He earned the position that he's in. Everybody at that studio earned the position that they're in. They're not just free-handed something. We don't know a lot of information right now because not a lot of information is out. They're not ready to talk about a lot of things. Would we like more information? Sure. That doesn't fall directly on one person. And it definitely doesn't fall directly on him. So I just want to take this opportunity to not only say, stop with all the hate towards that man or towards anyone in general. But I also want to say thank you to Tashi for everything that you do, for everybody that everyone does at that studio, and for putting up with all of the shit that people put on you on a daily basis online. There's some terrible people out there. And I'm guaranteed if they were face to face with that person, they would that person wouldn't say the same thing to you. Like, I'm guaranteed. But thank you for dealing with all the shit thrown your way. And God, I can't wait for the next HCS announcements. I really can't. So that's how I looped Tashi back into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
You got me? You feel me?
I see what you did there.
Sweet.
I mean, yeah, well, honestly, I think once we hit that infinite roadmap, that first year-long roadmap, things are going to be turning and burning.
Turning and burning.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was good. Josh asks, who's Tashi? He's like the face of the HCS. So like the face of the Halo Championship Series. And people just throw a lot of shit his way and it's not deserved. So the next piece of the Reflection Corner. Was Halo 5 really that bad?
Oh, gosh.
So we've talked about this like ad nauseum.
We're going down this road again.
We are. But there's a very specific reason why we're talking about this again. Because Snakebite, one of the best professional players in the world when it comes to Halo, put this out. It's okay, Josh. That's why you're here. So Snakebite says, can't tell if it's just the quarantine getting the best of me, but Halo 5 could have become a huge game the more I watch it. Watching back some of these late 2017, 2018 settings, and the game was actually fun to play and watch. It just took too long to get in the right spot. Before I get a few tweets talking about it, looking back, I definitely wish we stayed with Halo 5 for our competitive game, but apparently Halo 5 could not be updated much further, and an employee that I won't name told a few pros he was pushing for AR starts again, aka why most wanted off Halo 5. So, I put a note in the show notes for me to go through some of the replies in the thread. So I wanted to do just that before we talk about it. So Refresh Media replied with, this tweet makes me angry and sad. The community needed to build on what we had at the time. Snakebite replied with, unfortunately, 343 has made it difficult for both pros and the community to build something great off of a game. Lack of dev support, esport roadmaps, etc. Hopefully that changes soon. And then Jordan Beeve stated, shouldn't have ever went backwards, but most of the pros wanted to. Snakebite replied, pros like myself wanted to because we were told no further changes could possibly be made to the game. Looking back on it, I definitely wish we stayed on Halo 5 over MCC, but at the time, 3 years of almost all of the same maps, changes were a pain to make, and no further updates equals GG. So, yeah, just a couple things I wanted to bring up there. Yeah. Will, what do you think? Should we have stayed with Halo 5?
You know I love to watch competitive Halo 5.
I do. I like it too, though. I like watching Halo 5 as well.
I get it that they say, it couldn't be updated much further past what it was at the end, but wasn't the end kind of the best settings it had in a while?
Yeah.
And
I think it was at the most competitive. Yeah, I think it was at the most competitive that it's ever been.
Yeah. It was fun to watch. When they say, they're playing the same maps, we've talked about how Forge really wasn't able to be incorporated. They had a few of the oddball maps, right? Fisher and Echelon, but
those came at the very tail end as well.
Very tail end.
Yeah.
They weren't well refined. Mm-mm. There's some issues on them still.
Yep.
And I don't know. It was a fun game to play. It was fun to watch. I enjoyed it. I wish they would have stuck with it because it was carrying the viewership at the time. Yes, it was tailing off. But I think one thing that HCS didn't do was, I feel like they didn't communicate about all these changes. They just took place from tournament to tournament, and there wasn't like a big broadcast out like, hey, watch our tournament with new settings. new competitive settings. So that's not going to bring people back in once you've already lost them on the AR starts and the ground pound and Spartan charge. That sucked. I hated it.
Still hate it was bad.
But yeah, if they would have stuck with it with the settings that they had and they had communicated, I think it would have been fine.
See, I'll watch any competitive Halo that takes place, but no, I agree. I think that, yes, it took too long for those changes to take place. And I hated how Oddball was initially introduced because I was really looking forward to having that new, well, not new, but like new for Halo 5 game type coming in.
Yeah.
Something new, something fresh. We just haven't had it, right? And then when they did come out with it and it was kind of a shitstorm, and then they just took it out and they're like, oh, okay, we'll fix it. And then they did, and there were still some issues with it. I don't know. To me, it kind of left like a sour taste in not only my mouth, but I think other players' mouths as well, because it's like, oh, you're trying, but did you really try that hard?
Yeah.
You know? And then also, not only with like what you were talking about, where they could have done a better job of explaining that, hey, the settings have changed. Here's what's going to be taking place now. Definitely make sure to tune in. This is going to be the most competitive it's ever been, right? I think the players had a responsibility as well. And we've talked about it previously, like on other episodes, where the players even said themselves that they didn't do a good enough job to promote not only tournaments, but the content that they were trying to put out, or the lack of content that they were putting out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just unfortunate. And
just to bring up to that point where players, I've heard a lot of people, I've read a lot of comments where the CDL, right?
Yeah.
It's big, it's popping off right now. With the lack of live tournaments, it's, things have kind of fallen here for a minute. But when we were at the live event, I feel like people were cheering for Huntsman, not because it was Huntsman, but because it was Scump.
Yep.
People were cheering for Formal. People were cheering for Crim, if they're still Crim fans.
Right. People like the players themselves.
People like the players themselves. So you should really market yourself to build yourself up to be that top tier player. And if you have the talent, that'll come with it. And then you have more people following you, therefore following the esport.
Right. And that is what Scump did. That's what Formal did. That's what Nadeshot did before he decided to do his own thing with 100 Thieves, right? Build that company from the ground up. It's those players were making a brand on themselves. They were entertaining. They mainly started with Call of Duty, don't get me wrong here, but they also may have played something else every now and again. But no, like they were their brand. Yes, I agree completely. High Tech states, I've really been enjoying watching more pros going back to playing Halo 5. I've been watching a lot of Snakebite, but I've also seen Trippy, Boo Boo, and a few others hopping back on as well. Because they realize that the game's not bad. I mean, Beth, you already knew that. We already knew that.
You also see a lot of these tournaments, these online tournaments that are popping up. A lot of them are Halo 5.
Yes, they are, which is awesome. Which is why I like to put that emphasis on the community run tournaments that are taking place, because they are trying to cater to the overall space, right? When MCC Halo 3 tournaments were the grassroots thing for like that year or whatever that we had, it was those community run tournaments. It was SWAT Nation. It was LFTG. It was Europa Halo. It was HDL, Play Griffball. There were so many that were focused on doing Halo 5 tournaments at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They were consistently providing that avenue for players to compete in a game that they thoroughly enjoyed and still enjoyed playing. So Duststorm states, here's a really random question, and maybe it's worth being its own topic at some point. Bungie did not have a competitive team during the development of the game, and the community was the ones that customized the experience for the competitive play. Is the fact that 343 and Microsoft have a competitive team for developing Halo and orchestrating official events hurting the competitive scene more than it's helping?
Ooh.
That is a great question. I think that should be our topic next week.
We definitely can be.
I think, Dust, that is awesome. That is a great fucking question. Holy shit.
Yep. I already have points formulating in my head. Let's move that to next week, Dust. That's awesome. Thank you.
I do love that idea. And you know what? We'll talk about this next week, but I'll just say this. I can't Halo 5 I'll have my opinions on, but for Halo Infinite, I'm going to say I have to wait until the game releases. Because we can speculate all day about Infinite and how that's going to affect it, if it's going to be good or bad. We
don't know at this point.
We just don't know. So I'm gonna have to wait for that game to come out.
Yes,
But Halo 5,
I
have thoughts on for Halo 5 for sure.
Yeah.
And then coming from a Halo 2, Halo 3 MLG background myself, and seeing the opposite where, like you're talking about, Dust, where Bungie didn't have that, and MLG kind of took the reins from there. Yeah, I'm excited to see. And then High Tech states, I've kind of wondered that too, Dust. It's nice to have dev support, but I do wonder if it'd be better if it was more the players deciding what settings to use rather than being limited by what the devs allow them to do. We are definitely going to talk about this next week, so that is going to be the topic. Thank you very much, Dust. You're greatly appreciated. All right. Before we get into, I'm gonna flip these two around. So the next one I want to say for the Reflection Corner is this could have been in the news, but I just decided against it. So Games Done Quick, a response to the COVID-19 situation. If you guys don't know what Games Done Quick is, it's their speedrunning marathon where they raise money for charity. They have 2 major events per year, AGDQ, which is Awesome Games Done Quick. It takes place during the fall, winter. And then SGDQ, which is Summer Games Done Quick, which takes place during the spring, summer, obviously, right? And they have other events, like smaller events that take place that are just live streamed throughout the year. So Summer Games Done Quick 2020 will be officially postponed to August 16th through the 23rd, 2020 in Bloomington, Minnesota. So it's here. SGDQ has been taking place here in Minnesota for the past 3 or 4 years, I think, at least. But the big thing is, and this is why I wanted to include this because this is so important. In the meantime, GDQ will be holding an online marathon, Corona Relief Done Quick, from April 17th through the 19th, 2020. 100% of all CRDQ donations will go directly to Direct Relief, a humanitarian aid organization with a mission to improve the health and lives of people affected by poverty or emergencies. So, April 17th through the 19th, if you're able to tune into the stream, if you're able to donate, please do so. Share the stream out if you're able to as well. Just a simple retweet will probably go a long way in just getting more eyes on it. And yeah, I watch these events every year. Every now and again, they have a Halo that gets sped run. So like they had Halo Reach Legendary, a co-op run a couple years ago. They've had Halo 3. I think they've had Halo 2 because they had like awesome sword glitching in Halo 2's run. Like they've had Halo runs before. So please show your support to that if you're able to. What's up, Mark? Welcome as well. Yeah, that was that one. And then the final thing here, COVID-19 and potential delays. So this is an article from Kotaku from Ethan Gack, and the title is Sony and Microsoft put out vague statements about how COVID-19 will affect their games. Okay. So last week, if you didn't listen or watch, we talked about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, like hardware specs and whatnot, right? And COVID-19 had been running a rampage before. It still is, obviously, now. And since we talk about video games a lot, I want to bring this up. So here's the story. In a press release on its website, Sony announced that it doesn't expect the game and network services part of its business to be impacted during the current fiscal year, which ends March 31st. At the same time, the company didn't rule out that things could change in the future. Sony and Microsoft both put out statements overnight responding to questions about how the ongoing pandemic will affect their game development plans going forward. Neither statement contains much in the way of substance, but they may be an omen of things to come. Quote, although no issues have emerged so far, Sony is carefully monitoring the risk of delays in production schedules for game software titles at both its first-party studios and partner studios, primarily in Europe and the US, end quote, the company wrote. Sony added that it has reopened manufacturing plants in China that had previously been closed. However, 3 other plants, 2 in Malaysia and 1 in the UK, remain shut down until April 14th. The company also confirmed that employees are working from home in some of its offices across Europe, the US, and Japan. Microsoft's head of Xbox Studios, Matt Booty, shared a much shorter statement with GameSpot late yesterday. Quote, each studio is facing unique challenges and constraints depending upon its particular location, and many of our external development partners around the world are similarly affected, end quote. It read in part. Quote, we are supporting our studio leaders to make the right decisions for their teams and their individual games during this challenging time, end quote. Booty's message came a day after 343 Studios published a blog post in which it said that while development of Halo Infinite and Halo the Master Chief Collection on PC remained on track, the studio needed to, quote, be mindful of our current limitations and understand that the coronavirus situation may get worse before it gets better, end quote. No major games have been delayed yet, but Bethesda has announced that its massive Wastelanders expansion for Fallout 76 had been pushed back a week due to work-from-home policies affecting the company's ability to finish playtesting the update. Other publishers have also started preparing fans for the possibility of physical releases being delayed. Yesterday, Capcom announced possible shortages or delayed shipping for physical copies of Resident Evil 3, which comes out on April 3rd. Today, Square Enix told fans that while Final Fantasy VII Remake will still launch on April 10th as planned, physical copies may not arrive on time as Amazon and other digital retailers have been delaying non-essential shipments. Quote, this does not mean that boxed copies of Final Fantasy VII Remake will not be dispatched, end quote, Square said. Quote, it just means that we cannot control the date the game may arrive, end quote. So there you go. There you go. Josh states it's a bit annoying that these big companies have yet to be upfront about delays and stuff. Like, delays aren't bad, but I'd like to prefer just to let them know, hey, due to COVID-19, we're pushing back some game releases. I think the problem is they don't know yet.
And I think they don't know completely what's going to happen. So they want us to try to stay on track as much as possible. And when that date comes, then they'll say, hey, this is pushed back.
Absolutely. And then it's Prof. Welcome, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great Sunday. States, I highly doubt that they'll delay Infinite. It's a vital game that has to launch with the new console, unless they delay the console, of course. Agreed.
I can agree.
Yep. I think we're completely on the same page there. I've said it from the beginning when that person put out the tweet saying that with the lack of information we have, Infinite has to be delayed at this point or else it's going to release like broken. And I'm like, no. The reason why they're not talking about it is because they don't have anything to talk about right now. And E3 was going to be that time where they talked about it. And now that they're switching to a digital format, I think they're still going to be having a major thing to talk about it. But it's just not going to be in person anymore. But yes. I think unless that console is delayed, that game and console will release exactly when it was supposed to. But we'll have to wait and see. That's it for the Reflection Corner. That's what I got. Regular news. I have one thing for you. The MCC playlist updates for March 25th. This is by Postums over on Halo Waypoint. So, rotational playlist changes. SWAT rotates in for all games in MCC as the featured category, and Fiesta rotates out has been mixed back into Action Sack. Halo CE SWAT. Team SWAT game types available on Battle Creek, Damnation, Prisoner, Hang 'em High, Chill Out, Derelict, and Wizard. And then FFA SWAT game type is available on Battle Creek, Damnation, Prisoner, Hang 'em High, Chill Out, and Derelict. And then there's the global double XP event. Double XP for medals, double the XP cap for medal categories, and it's available in both social and ranked multiplayer matchmaking.
Nice.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is also on medals in firefight matchmaking. So if you want to get double XP in some firefight, I believe you were able to as well.
Prof says that sounds amazing. SWAT all things.
Yes, you do love the swatting of all things. Me, on the other hand, I hate getting spawn killed in the swatting of all things.
It happens.
It does.
When they know those rotations.
Oh, man, when you go up against a fucking 4-piece, whoo, we
got to get in some SWAT games. We need to start practicing up.
I agree. What tournament are we going to sign up for?
I don't know. One of them soon, hopefully.
The Swatarino Cappuccino, right?
Well, there's the one that's
today. That's happening today. I'm just saying, like, let's do this.
Josh is doing some looking up on the fly.
Let's go to swatnation.net and check out these goddamn events, shall we? Let's do it up.
That CE Magnum might be fun, though. It might be fun to do some SWAT with.
We should do... Oh, that one you have to sign up with a
boy-girl duo.
Yeah, boy-girl.
I knew exactly which one you were talking about.
Yeah, that'd be so cool, though. The spring fling. Let's sign up for the one after that.
Prof, let us know.
Yeah, let's just say it right now. Whatever the event is, whatever it is.
Oh, God.
As long as we can be teammates. Deal?
Okay.
I want to be teammates.
All right.
As long as we can be teammates, we sign up for whatever the SWAT Nation event is after the Easter Head Hunt Spring Fling Edition.
Okay.
There it is. That's what we're doing.
If it's a 2v2, oh man, I'm
spoiler, you'll be able to be teammates.
Woo!
We're in there, baby. We're going to get shit on so hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I had fun in the last one. Like, I got demolished, but I had fun.
I'm sure it's a ton of fun, but I'm a competitive person.
Oh, dude, when you go 2-15, let me know. Okay? That hurt me deep. I felt so bad. Like, holy shit. Okay. Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Did you do that's it for the regular news?
No, because you didn't say that's it for the regular news.
That's it for the regular news.
Okay.
I got caught way off track there. That's what happens when I fucking go off the rails and I look up further events. Bro, we ought to host an HCS tourney. So, Will,
we've had thoughts.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on outside of work. Things are in the works. We'll just say that.
When things calm down, not just with coronavirus, but within personal lives, when things calm down, the plan is to have an HCS Pro Talk community tournament where community members are able to join. So, stay tuned for all that. Hey, Will.
Yep.
It's time for Will's Adventures with a Nail-Over.
Yeah.
Another games too.
All right.
Will.
Yes.
What are you playing this week?
Can't with you sometimes, man.
I know.
I can't. So I'm playing Animal Crossing.
No way.
Yeah, I feel like everyone.
So I
feel like everyone's playing Animal Crossing right now.
Basically.
It's fun. It's relaxing. You just do things around the island. I haven't traveled anywhere yet. I don't know if I'm going to. Maybe eventually. I know it's like a part of the game.
Maybe if you travel to Dom's, he has all the fruit.
Yeah.
So you can get yourself some fruit.
Are you supposed to you get the fruit and you bring it back to your island and you plant it so then it grows?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Is that what the point is?
A tree, I think. Hey, Animal Crossing folks out there, if you know, let us know.
Yeah.
If I know.
Still playing Tarkov. So basically with Tarkov, I've been exclusively running one map.
Okay.
Because
how many maps are in there now?
Oh gosh. Probably 7.
Okay.
6 or 7. So when you start the game, most of your challenges until you're like level 25 are on customs.
Okay.
So it's one map. I've been running that one. Now I'm getting a little tired of it. And I moved over to a new map, learning it's a pain. It's like a super mall store or super mall with outside area.
I think I saw Summit playing that once.
Yes, that was one of the maps he specialized in.
Yeah.
So there's IDEA instead of IKEA. It's still the same blue and yellow lettering. There's stores like it's a dick, but it's Adidas. So they just like it's ADIK, and it's got this it's got one little extra bar in the symbol, but it's like basically the Adidas symbol.
But it's a dick.
But it's a dick.
That's awesome.
There's Papa John's, but obviously again they redo the branding. So
Papa Juan's.
Yeah, something.
Got it.
So it's kind of funny that there's all these stores that are how did they not get copyright? Because the name, the branding's almost exactly the same. You can tell.
But they're not the same.
But they're not. They're not. So it's kind of crazy. But I had one game. So the mission I'm currently on is get 25 scav kills. So not other player kills, but the AI that spawn on the map. And all the players that enter the map go towards the stores because that's where all the good loot is. So I've been okay, I'm just going to rotate outside of the store, stay in the greenery area. There's a parking garage underneath. I kind of rotate through there. And I've been doing all right. It's I've learned where a couple exits. I have exit camped a few times, which is super annoying because you're trying to just leave the map and get out and someone's just sitting there waiting, camping, which I've done now.
Fuckers.
The first time I did it, I didn't do it on purpose though, because I didn't know where the exits were in the map. and I ran into a couple scavs, and I killed both of the scavs. I was like going through their gear, and people just kept running by me. Like I was hiding in a bush because I wanted to make sure I was getting all the right gear.
Yeah.
And I just heard footsteps. So I stand up, and this dude's just running, like beelining it. So I pop him, kill him, get his stuff. And all of a sudden, like a few minutes later, same thing. Some guy is just running, like beelining it down this.
What the hell?
So they were just running towards the exit over there.
Oh.
Like trying to get out. And
Sure.
I'm going
just
through
right there.
Yeah, I'm going through all this loot trying to figure out what I want to take out. And I felt bad once I realized what I was doing because I hate exit campers. It sucks.
Sure.
But it was.
But I don't think you realized that the exit was right there.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Because like
you're just like, why the fuck are these dudes just running straight over?
Yeah. So basically, yeah, I was just trying to learn the map at the time and trying to rotate around and figure it out. And I'm like, oh, that's where I need to go. So got out, killed a couple people. Now I just need to kill. I think I'm at like 7 out of the 25 scavs. It's tough.
Okay. Beth says, I've seen them do that in TV shows before, and it always cracked me up. Seemed like there's one that instead of MySpace, they had My Place or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, you guys ever watch iCarly?
Oh, the Pear phones?
Yeah, so instead of Apple, it was Pear. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was awesome.
All right. Besides Tarkov, I played Modern Warfare.
Yes.
Just doing random things. Trying to stay away from Warzone. Kind of over it.
Heard there's a lot of PC cheaters now.
Oh, yeah.
That's unfortunate because that'd be the only platform that I play on.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, it's all cross-platform, so...
You can turn that off, though.
You can.
Yeah.
And there was the whole debate, too. So the Twitch Rivals tournament took place this last week.
Yep.
A lot of debate about the auto-aim included with controllers.
Oh, my God.
So the thing is if your controller player is your party leader, you are more likely to get matched up with other controller party leaders. So
okay,
Summit did this video on it where he was like, he went in and like looked at all the lobbies because you could search the lobby apparently that player was in, and it showed like all the controller players matched up with other controller players, and his argument was, sure, while the auto aim stays with the auto aim, you get a lot more casuals on Xbox and PS4 than you do on PC. So he was saying, you know, we're in a $50,000 tournament, and these pros are matching up against 10-year-old kids in Warzone who are, you know what I mean?
So
he's saying like a 10-year-old was most likely not going to have a $2,000 PC competing at the highest level.
I completely get where he's coming from.
Yeah.
So my question though is that it's tough because all of this could be mitigated with custom games. All of it could. You could have a $50,000 tournament, and you have you have the amount of squads that can sign up until that 150-player lobby's full. That's it. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have to worry about that shit. But you don't have that.
Right.
So your quote-unquote next best thing is
public lobbies.
You have to have public lobbies.
And that's just RNG, which is...
Exactly.
Battle Royale is RNG completely.
So how mad can you possibly get?
I know.
It's tough. We know so tough.
Another thing too, we know Summit's just a complainer.
He is. He
really is.
He really is. He brings us up a good point. Like if it had custom games, this be mitigated completely. But
I think his problem is he's a competitive player. He's competitive at heart, so he wants everything to be level and fair. And he's gonna when he feels he can't perform at his best, he finds reasons why he's not performing at his best.
Sure.
Which I can I understand, but...
Well, here's my question to him then. Or like, how many people... Okay. I would love to see a statistic. This isn't really a question. Like, I would love to see a statistic to how many people play on PC with a controller.
Oh, yeah. Because you just don't know.
Right. I do. And I know, like, I'm one person, but I can't be the only one. I can't. So... Yeah. I don't know. It's really tough. I don't know. That's what I was going to say. Why are they playing tournaments essentially in matchmaking? It's the same way that fucking Fortnite Worlds worked as well.
It's because so the way the tournament's laid out, it's based off of kills and placement.
Yeah.
So if like you get 20, you have a time period that you can play. So all these players are on at the exact same time. You have a max of 20 games you can play, and basically you take your best 3 games of placement and kills, however many points that game gets you, and that's your score.
Sure.
So The fact that you can't organize, 20 teams to play. I mean, it's custom lobbies almost would be better because then they're playing against each other.
Yes, that'd be what the tournament. What the fuck? Like, why have a BR tournament if you're not playing against the people that are also in said tournament?
Right.
Like, that's why the Fortnite World Finals, that. It was a custom lobby. Everyone was playing against each other.
Yeah.
But the Fortnite qualifiers were
yep.
not. They were matchmaking. So it's, oh my God, that's so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's tough. It's Prof says, Halo I do. Everything else is mouse and keyboard. And then Beth says, when I do play anything on PC, I'm usually on controller unless I'm just screwing around in MCC Snipers. The only game I really play on mouse and keyboard is Overwatch. Beth, I am literally with you 100% of the way. I basically play everything with a controller except Overwatch.
Perfect transition. The next game I played was Overwatch.
No shit.
So that's the next one on my list. I'm a Reinhardt main. I found it. That's my thing.
Until it's not in the rotation, in which case you're not a Reinhardt main anymore.
But yeah, I was having a lot of fun. I played with Joey again.
Yep.
Man, teammates can suck.
Oh yeah, they can be real bad.
Joey plays a soldier or tracer DPS main.
Yep.
So there was a map we were playing where we had to push the cart. You get the
payload.
The payload. I had gotten my ultimate, so it's the Quake, right? So it shakes the ground. I got, between me and Joe, we took out 3 players, and we had basically taken out their team. We had this long stretch that we just had cleared out. And our teammates are just dancing around in the background, not escorting the payload at all. We lost all that progress and ended up losing the game.
Oh,
I was like, come on.
So hard.
So yeah, good teammates can be hard to find in public matches in Overwatch. But yeah, I'm really liking it. It's something different. And then did play some Halo 5.
Did you?
Reach Diamond and SWAT.
Yes, congratulations.
I don't know if was that last week? I don't even remember if it was that last week or this week.
Technically it was last week because today's Sunday.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Yes. You get me.
But yeah, I've been solo queuing. At this point, I really want to find a team to roll with or other players because solo queuing in the Diamond playlist is not fun.
No.
Because once you're in Diamond, you start matching up with champs and
champs. Yeah.
Which is... Yep. Speaking of Prof, I matched up with you a few months ago, probably.
With or against?
With.
Thank God.
It was Prof and Nap Times together.
Oh,
and
I was going to say, they're fucking real good.
But yeah, so... I went 3-15.
Sure.
I think I messaged Prof and was like, sorry, man, because I got screwed.
Oh, dude, I feel you.
I tried so hard.
Yeah.
But,
do you see them flying around the map,
yeah,
though?
it's crazy. It's crazy what they do.
It's so crazy. They know exactly where people are going to be fucking spotted up. So they'll just, like I said, when I watch Nap Times on fucking Collie, and he's just zipping cross bridge, and he looks up S3, and somebody's there, and he just domes him as he's flying across. I'm like, man, what it's like to be a great SWAT player.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Yep.
Not me.
So I'm at the point where my shot's okay. Now I just need to work on map rotation and learning spawns better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy poop.
So yeah, a little bit of Halo 5.
Awesome.
What about you? What'd you play this week?
I played Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3.
It finally came out on Steam. And because it was an Epic Game Store exclusive for a
and
while. I ain't fucking touching that. So it was on, it just came out on Steam. And since it came out on Steam, the first week or whatever, it still might be on sale. I don't know for certain, but it was half off. But not just the game. You could get the Ultimate Edition with the Season Pass for half off as well.
Oh.
So I did that. And that game's just fun. It's just fun. It took over that looter shooter from Destiny. It scratches that itch that I'm looking for. Because, oh boy, D2's in rough shape. I told you I was going to check out that new season that dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope. I did check it out, and then I checked out for an hour or two, and then I'm like, I'm fucking not touching this at all. Then I played Doom Eternal, and that game's rad. It's still rad. The really cool thing, and I haven't even done this yet, but the really cool thing about Doom Eternal is that you can unlock cheat codes. like there are secrets that you find in the levels, and like you can find records. So in your Doom Fortress or whatever, there's like a music player, and you can pick different vinyls that you found throughout the levels. So they have that. They have the toys like in the first game, but these aren't just Doom figures, like Doom guy figures. These are like different characters and enemies and whatnot. They're cool. Like there's tons of secrets. One of the secrets in the levels are cheat codes. The cool thing is that you can replay missions with cheat codes on, and it does not hinder progress. So like I believe you can still get achievements, and you can use that as ways to go back into levels and find other secrets that you've missed, and just complete things that you hadn't otherwise completed. That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool.
The game's fucking rad. I will say this. I am a wimpy gamer. Why, Josh? Why are you a wimpy gamer? Well, I went from playing on the normal difficulty to playing on the easiest difficulty, because the thing that I like about Doom, the thing that I enjoy about Doom is having that like power fantasy where I just want to fucking tear heads off, tear limbs off, and feel like the badass that I'm supposed to be. And if I'm playing on, and even on Hurt Me Plenty, I didn't die a lot, but my problem with Hurt Me Plenty was there were challenges. There were challenge. So there's specific things in Doom Eternal where you get Empyrean keys, and you need 6 of them, and I think there's 1 in each level, and they're behind very difficult encounters. And the problem is when you die in them, you can get extra lives. Like there are 1-ups that you can pick up throughout the map, which is cool. But if you lose all those and you get brought back out, then you lose all your ammo and whatnot that you spent. And it can be kind of a hindrance. But honestly, I just lowered it down to the easiest difficulty. I'm having way more fun now. And the other thing I'm going to say is, I don't know if it's just... Now, I haven't taken out all the variables here. I am playing on PC with a controller. Okay? That's what I normally do. The thing that I don't like about Doom Eternal is... Like, I like the platforming, but I don't like how there are areas where you can, like, latch onto. Mm-hmm. Like, there are broken walls that you can latch onto and climb up, and then you can turn and then jump to other sections. Okay. And then there are platforms that you, like, latch onto, turn, jump to a next one, turn, jump to a next one, right? But the problem with that is, I don't know if it's just because I'm playing on a controller, but... like you'll jump off one of those platforms, and there are times, and it's inconsistent. There are times where you don't go as high as you need to. And I'll press and hold the button down to maybe give myself a little more distance or height. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes it does. And sometimes I'll click the button for him to latch on. Sometimes he won't latch on. Sometimes it's just latch on normal, like without even having to press the button. It's inconsistent. It's like Clamber in Halo 5. It's inconsistent. And with that inconsistency turns to some frustration. That's the one thing that I don't really like about that game so far, is the inconsistency with the latching on and then jumping off into a different platform. Sure. And then Josh says keyboard and mouse is definitely the way to play Doom Eternal. I mean, it's on console, so you can play it any way you want. But it's up to you. Played Animal Crossing New Horizons, obviously, as with everybody else. I'm not nearly as far as everybody else. You said you have a house.
I do have a house.
I still have my tent.
Yeah.
So I was telling Will before we started recording the show, I logged in today, and I'm going to talk to my neighbors on my island, and they have houses. And I'm like, what the fuck? How'd you guys get houses? This is terrible. I have my rinky-dink tent. Nah, I just haven't played a lot.
So just over time, they will upgrade beyond. So
without me.
Yeah. So when I upgraded to my house, the next day they had their houses. So I was like, wait, like, does it just upgrade? I thought it was just upgrading with me, like, as I went. Nope, they just do their own thing.
Yep.
All right.
They're just like, fuck you, you're in the dust.
Yeah, man. Well, you still got your tent, I mean, which is probably fine and dandy, but.
Yeah. I watched Justin play through it, and it looks smooth as hell on it. I mean, yeah, it plays nearly every game on PC plays well with mouse and keyboard. Nearly, not all, but nearly. But no, I play games on a controller. Feels great. Doom still feels great. I played Doom 2016 on a controller on PC. Felt great. And then I played Halo MCC. And I played Social, obviously. And the first game was Halo 3, Guardian, and I felt like I was kind of a detriment to my team. I had the second most kills on my team, but I also had the most deaths, so it's still a detriment to my team. The second game I played was Halo Reach. It was title updates, so it started with DMRs, which was awesome.
Okay.
And I forget the name of the map, but it's a map that I haven't played in a really long time. It was one of the map packs. It has an anti-grav section in the middle where, like, when you run into the middle of the map, it's anti-gravity, so you can jump higher, you move slower, grenades get thrown slower. It's cool. It's a neat map. And I fucking dominated.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't like Reach at all. I fucking hate it, but I dominated that game. Felt awesome. It just felt really good.
All right.
Yeah. I did get juked out a couple times by armor lock player.
Oh.
So like I wasn't close to them or anything, but usually when somebody armor locks, I just stay back and I just wait. The problem is they had a teammate right there.
Oh, sure.
And I was already like about half to low shields.
So you got pushed.
Yeah, exactly. So I just got dunked on and I'm like, son, oh, you fucking guy. I can't blame him though. Beth says, yeah, I know that map. Freaking hate it. Oh, really? I actually thought it was, I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah. That's what I played.
All right.
That's what I played. Will, it's time for some shout-outs. I just have one. I want to say shout out to everyone who's abiding by the rules of social distancing during this uncertain time. That's what I'm going to say. Flatten the curve. Stay home if you can. And also, actually, I'll just add this too. To all of the people that are essential workers, we appreciate you. Good luck to you. I hope you're staying as safe as you can. And I really hope that you guys get the equipment that you need more quickly. Because I know things have not been going well so far. My wife tells me about it all the time. I feel for her. It's not fucking cool. And like I don't work in the healthcare industry or as an essential, like, yeah. But for those that do, good luck. I think you guys are doing incredible work and stay as safe as you can. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. Josh says, bro, I'm pretty excited for April 12th. Here's hoping that day isn't what's happening April 12th?
I don't know.
Am I missing something here? April 12th is a Sunday. What's on April 12th? You don't remember? No, I don't. Is it your birthday?
It's been a while.
It's been a long time since I've been on Twitch. Dude, I don't fucking know. You're about to leave this stream? That's fine. Go ahead, Josh. Do what you need to do. That's all I got. I don't know. Will, community creations.
Yes.
We have a lot. Here.
I see there's quite a list.
Yes. So Halo memes every day.
Every day.
Yep. Will, shout out to you for finding this. I'm so glad you found this because now we don't have to talk about stupid fucking meme Saturday, which is stupid. See, Josh, I was right. I said it was your B-Day. The Halo Community Spotlight by Snickerdoodle. It's on Halo Waypoint. There's a bunch of stuff in there. Check it out. Muggsy teases a scrapped project. This is by Muggsy on Twitter. I still feel awful for never getting to finish Snipedown's MCC montage back in 2016. Here's the Narcos-inspired intro we're going to use. Check it out. It's fucking sick. Then we have Vetoed brings back the memories. This is by Vetoed. He put out a couple tweets in regards to a couple glitches that used to exist in Halo 5, one of them being the multi-shot glitch, which was insane. If you put in inputs correctly, like you could drain a sniper clip.
Oh my God.
It was, dude, or a BR clip. It was insane. Check it out. And then they had the super slide as well. So the clip that he showed with super slide was he was blue ramp on Plaza and or cafe ramp on Plaza, and he super slides to top nest, like top snipe.
Oh yeah.
It's insane. Check it out as well. Something I never thought we'd see. Postums has a montage. He said, once upon a time, I spent more time enthralled with Halo 3 Theater than any game. So much so, I made a montage out of it. This was a video editing final I made out of my best plays in a weird recording setup. Recording has sure come a long way. It's a YouTube link. Go check that out. Oh, Josh, here, do this. Boom. Go to the show notes. It's in there too. But yeah, High Tech just fucking linked it too. Thanks, Beth. Then these are sick. SWAT Nation wallpapers. This is by Zombie AZF. Did you see these, Will?
I believe I did. I'm going to pull it up now.
These things are so sick. Check out the tweet, Google Doc, or the show notes of the show. Zombie did incredible work. They are awesome. Love them, love them, love them. Then we have The Flood, Feet First into Hell. This is a gameplay tease. It's a community mod project, I believe, or like a fan game project. Check it out. We have Clips of the Week, numbers 47 by High Tech Redneck. We'll include Beth, as long as you release the video tomorrow, we'll include it in the Google Doc, the show notes of the show tomorrow. We have Halo Podcast Evolved, The Flood. So Halo Podcast Evolved is a book club, and the reason why I'm including this episode in the show notes is because I'm also reading The Flood. I'm almost done. So if you have also read The Flood or are in the process of reading The Flood, check out that episode of Halo Podcast Evolved. And finally, we have What Makes Halo Halo. This is by Installation 00. It's a collaboration project with a bunch of Halo YouTubers. Check out the video. And then this is where Dust comes in. So Podtacular Duststorm replied and retweeted it with a quote, and it said, "This video is well worth the watch. We're wondering, should we ask the same or similar questions for fellow Halo podcasts, including ya boys, us,
yeah,
HCS Pro Talk." So, yes, we'd love to do it. So let us know when you want to fucking do it. It'll be up at 8 a.m. Central. Hell yeah, we'll fucking put it in there. It's Prof states, if you guys can share the order in which I should read all the Halo books out there, please let me know. I want to start reading them, but I have no idea in which order. That's a great question. And one in which I can provide a link to you right now, because another Halo YouTuber, Halo Cannon, if I'm not mistaken, literally put out this video like last week, like a week or two ago, if I'm not mistaken. So it was a week ago. It was literally a week ago, because personally, I was kind of wondering the same thing. And I decided that I was going to read them in chronological order. Now I'm basically deciding that I'm going to read them in release order, because chronological order can be very, very weird because things jump around a lot. But check out that video. It's great. It literally answers that question that you're looking for. So I thought that was fantastic. But yeah, the books are sick. Halo: The Fall of Reach. You know what? Let me preface this. I haven't read a lot of novels, so take my word with a grain of salt. But Halo: Fall of Reach is one of the best books I've ever read, by far. And The Flood is pretty damn good so far. It's basically a retelling of Halo 1 with a little bit of extra snippets and lore in there as well, with like different characters. But yeah, The Flood's very good so far. I am done with the community creations. Which brings us to the end of the show.
Yes.
Which brings you to plugging the show. So please do so. Plug the show.
You can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, and others as well. Leave us a review and let others know about the show. You can join the Discord server, join the community discussion. Lots of great talk going on over there. We post our topic usually there beforehand, so you can get a little insight into what's going to be and post your response as well. You can join the Xbox Club or Spartan Company. Hopefully these things are jumping when Infinite release. Go search for us on Halo Waypoint. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Esportspedia. That came out weird. And then our website as well. Search for HCS Pro Talk and hcsprotalk.com.
Thank you, Will.
What do we got on the next episode, Josh?
We have our topic of the week, which is what Duststorm provided.
I'm excited for that.
Yes, I am excited as well. I'm trying to scroll up. Here it is. I found it. I'm going to literally copy paste this right now so I never lose this. But the topic for next week, this is what Duststorm asks. Bungie did not have a competitive team during the development of the game, and the community was the ones that customized the experience for competitive play. Is the fact that 343 Industries and Microsoft have a competitive team for developing Halo and orchestrating official events hurting the competitive scene more than it's helping? That's the question. So is having a pro team with development hurting or helping the scene of competitive Halo? And that is what we're going to talk about next week. So, hold on. On the next episode. Also, Will.
Yes. We got some breaking news.
I have two pieces. Let me add this to the show real quick so people can know what's going on. Boom. It's in the show notes now. Thank you, Dust, for that. You were greatly appreciated, sir. So, two pieces. One, Sims literally just put this out yesterday. He said, I really want to start doing some Halo HCS-based content, but I don't have a schedule where I can stream regular, and I find YouTube ridiculously hard and long work. Wondering if a podcast is viable as I have a full XLR setup and soundproof room. So that'd be fucking awesome. Yes, Sims, do it. And then the last piece, Roby1 Kenobi, the director of player voice at 343 Industries, put this out an hour ago. Sorry I've been quiet. Not much to say. The studio has transitioned to working from home, and that has had my attention on the Halo side. Game is still making progress. We are still playing the game and getting feedback. We're all just hunkering down as we should. So there you go. Just a little snippet of information that Halo Infinite still, work's still being done. So that's that. That's what I got. Those are the last minute news stories that we got. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 120 of HCS Pro Talk. I want to thank you very much for listening. I want to thank you very much for tuning into the live show. Also want to give a shout out to Europa Halo and Stinger HCS for the follows over the week. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. And then Duststorm, thanks for the refollow to see if the alert worked or not. We'll be back next week to talk about some more Halo-related items and more tournament recaps, announcements, all that fun stuff. So stay tuned for all that. But until then, bye-bye!
All right.
We did it.
Recording is clear. If I could get my words out.
It's okay. Words are hard.
Always.
Right? Thanks everybody for tuning into the live show. We greatly appreciate it. We'll hang out for a few more minutes if anybody has any questions, any remarks, anything you want to talk about that wasn't necessarily related to the show itself. Feel free to type it in chat. We'll be here for a little bit. It's Prof. Thank you. You fucking run great tournaments. So thank you. You guys been playing Warzone, Josh asks. I have yet to play a single game.
I gave up on it.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's just not my thing.
It's okay. I don't know if it's my thing. And now that the fact that the cheaters are there, I don't know if I ever want to step foot in it. That's a scary part for me. Is that I just know I'm going to get dunked on. It's not going to be fun for me.
Oh, yeah.
This shit is fun as hell and it's crossplay. Yeah. I should play one game.
Should try it.
I should play just one.
See, it kind of brings that arcadey feel to it because it is Call of Duty.
And I do like Call of Duty, so.
The thing that I don't like, I think the time to kill is too much.
It does kind of feel like that when I'm watching other people. It does kind of feel like that.
Now, granted, there's armor based over the normal health. It's kind of nice. You know, they need to protect people from getting one shot with a sniper.
Yeah.
But the whole, like, there's the contracts things, the bounties that can locate another player. You know where that team's going to be. They are increasing the loadout drop price to $8,500. So it's going to be
what was it before?
$6,000.
Okay, a little bit more difficult. But you said you can pull money.
Yeah, you can pull money.
That's kind of annoying.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just a lot. It's a BR that shouldn't be competitive, which doesn't make sense because of what.
I mean, it doesn't. No, it doesn't not make sense.
Because it all depends on. I don't know. It's just for me.
No, I think it's funny how. Unless you're running exclusive custom games where the tournament participants are fighting against each other. Like, I don't know. For me, it's hard for BRs to be competitive because it's RNG based. Like, I can't. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around that when I've watched so many arena shooters as competitive shooters. When I've watched Counter-Strike, when I've watched Halo, Gears of War, like StarCraft, not an arena shooter, obviously, but just all these actual competitive games that are not necessarily RNG based. It's hard for me to wrap my head around a BR being competitive.
Sure.
Yeah. Even if you have just the most bare bones. Well, Fortnite, for example, it still comes down to whether or not you find a good weapon.
It could, yeah.
I mean, yeah, build, like your whether or not you're successful in building has a major part in it as well. But if you don't have a better weapon than the other person, you're more than likely going to lose that fight. So it's just hard for me. Josh asks, am I the only one hyped as fuck for the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered low-key announcement? What I would be down for, I'm not necessarily excited. I'd be more excited if they did because they already came out with Modern Warfare Remastered, right?
Yep.
If they came out with the 3 campaigns, so Modern Warfare MW2 and MW3, if they came out with all 3 campaigns in one package, remastered, I'd play that. I liked them. It'd be a nice, cohesive storyline to go through.
The MCC of
MW.
MW.
The MW MCC. Perfect. Love it. The MWC. Modern Warfare Collection.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. Seriously, I think that'd be really cool. Beth states, Apex has spoiled me when it comes to BRs. Warzone and Modern Warfare as a whole, to be honest, just feels clunky to me. And I've said it. I mean, I've yet to play a Warzone game, okay? But Apex was the first and only BR right now that I've thoroughly enjoyed because I love Titanfall's gameplay so fucking much. And the fact that it's that, I mean, without wall running, but the fact that it's that, it's like, game's fucking dope. Josh states, I was super excited to hear the campaign is being remastered and they aren't touching the multiplayer because they butchered Modern Warfare. MWR? Oh, Modern Warfare Remastered. Titanfall 2 is such an underrated game. It's so good. Not sure why it's not that popular. Because it came out at the same time as another AAA game.
World War II. Modern Warfare, or not, Call of Duty World War II, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it had to have been before World War II, though. World War II was just last year's Call of Duty.
No, Black Ops.
Oh, Black Ops 4. Then World War II. Before that. It was Battlefield 1. That's it. Yeah. Because you're right. EA sabotaged it. Yep. That's, in my mind, that's why it wasn't as popular as it should have been. Because they came out this like basically the same time. I think the same week. If Titanfall had a ranking system, I'd play the heck out of it. So much fun. Oh, that's another thing too. Titanfall 2 is just so fucking good. Being on a legit PC has been insane to me. Hell yeah, dude. You know, play all these games, they're just sitting in your backlog. Dude, congratulations on having a PC now. It's definitely nice to open up that breadth of content. And you just upgraded yours.
Yeah.
Yes. So you are now getting...
Yeah,
you're getting all the frames.
All the frames.
All the frames.
Yeah, my CPU is definitely bottlenecking that GPU, and it's nice that I can actually do stuff.
Oh, man.
I can actually stream now. It's just crazy.
Fuck yeah. It's Prop States, high tech. Let's play it on PC or Xbox. Here's my problem. How many people are still playing it? Because I remember when I tried searching for a game.
For Apex?
Yeah, no, for Titanfall 2.
Oh, Titanfall 2.
Was I searching on PC though? Was that the problem?
Could have been.
Maybe console still has community playing. That's awesome, Josh. You found games, but it took a while. What are you playing on, Beth? Are you playing on Xbox? That game is so fun, man. Have you ever played a Titanfall game?
I have.
What'd you think?
It's okay.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't like the grappling to get on top of places frustrated me because it's just there's too many areas to look.
Sure. I was one of those people that only played Pilot v Pilot because I didn't want to deal with Titans, which is like the basis for the whole fucking game. I don't know, man. I just really, I love the movement. The fluid movement in that game is just, whew. Oh, that game is so fucking good. You need more people to play games with for sure. You're in our Discord, Josh. Add your, go to the gamer tags thread and add your information in there if you haven't already. There's a Pilot v Pilot mode. It's so good. I love it, man. It's so good. Oh, I should probably put a Discord link in there, shouldn't I? I'll do that. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks to using Bing, you have like 3 months of Xbox Game Pass for PC. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Bing Rewards. Oh, my God.
What just...
I have to say this too, because we're not actually recording this. I mean, we are. This will go on YouTube, but that's besides the point. This isn't part of the actual show, but for those who have never played Nier Automata on the PlayStation 4, it recently, like last year, came out for the Xbox One or on Steam or whatever. If you have never played Nier Automata, it's coming to Game Pass this Thursday, according to what I'm reading on Twitter. Holy fuck, that game's fantastic. You owe it to yourself to play that game. That game is bonkers in every way, and it's amazing. Highly, highly, highly recommended. And it's the Become as Gods edition, so I think it comes with all the DLC and shit. Is it on PC Game Pass as well?
Ooh.
No, I think just console. I believe just console. Because the PC version of that game, I believe, is only on Steam. At least I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's on the Windows Store. And that's how Game Pass on PC works. Nier Automata. And they also announced that the Japanese version of the first Nier game is also being remastered and coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC this year? Like 2020? I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure. I want to see. Yeah, it's only on Steam. is where the PC version is. Why'd you have to tease you? I didn't tease you. I said it's on console. You're looking forward to the Final Fantasy VII remake? I take it you played the demo? Did you play the demo? It was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. You ever play Final Fantasy VII, Will?
Nope, never did.
Give the demo a shot. Because it's not like Final Fantasy VII in the traditional sense. It's more like what the fuck is the phrase I'm looking for? It's much more actiony.
Okay.
That's a terrible word. But no, it's not like it's not you're waiting. It's active battle.
Okay.
It's active battle. You're not sitting there choosing a prompt and then waiting for the person to do it. Yeah, it's not timed battles. It's active and it's fucking sick. You can family share it off him? Yeah, good luck though. I've heard Nier Automata on PC is rough. The community has patched it though via unofficial like mods and whatnot, so check those out if you're able to, Josh. But yeah. Also want to try Halo Wars. I love RTS, StarCraft, and Warcraft, so we'll see. Dude, Prof, Halo Wars is dope as shit. Halo Wars 2 is dope as shit. And I believe they're both on Game Pass. So, like the remastered Halo Wars. Wait, no, Halo Wars Definitive Edition, and then Halo Wars 2 is, yeah. Check them out. They're sick games. And they play remarkably well on a console because they were designed to be played on a console. But if you're playing on PC, they also play really well on PC. Cannot recommend them enough. I still need to play through the expansion for Halo Wars 2. Awakening the Nightmare, I think is what it is. That's where the Flood are coming back. You're on the fence about Halo Wars, Josh? Dude, fucking play it. I mean, if you have Game Pass, and they're on Game Pass, play them. Oh, Will, what's your plan for the rest of the day?
Not quite sure yet.
Just maxing, relaxing, being all cool while shooting some b-ball on the driveway because social distancing?
Sure.
Perfect. You, movie talk for a sec. So you watched 1917?
Yes.
So Vicky put out the Facebook thing status saying that she was watching it, I imagined with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's right. I have 1917. I got to watch that movie. So we watched it last night.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that film? No spoilers, but just what are your thoughts on that film?
Overall, pretty good.
Okay.
I liked it. The timing was off for me. The events moved too quick. Because, like they said in the beginning, that trip was supposed to be like 9 hours. It took place in 2, and
Right.
And it just... I get what they were doing with the storytelling.
Yep.
And the whole movie's one continuous take.
Right. It's filmed to look like it's one continuous take.
Yes. But man, like, I don't know, good, but I felt empty. Like it needed something more.
I agree. You know what else is funny? So I'm not a war veteran, obviously. Like I don't know the intricacies of weaponry and whatnot, but how many bullets are in is a Clipper magazine?
Magazine.
What is in the gun already?
Yes.
Okay. How many bullets were in his rifle? Like how many bullets are in a magazine that you put into that rifle? Because it felt like he shot like 6 or 7 shots and never reloaded ever.
Yeah, that's probably correct. In an old infantry type rifle like that, there's probably...
Because I was just wondering, like, did he?
Because
I believe he ran out of ammo in that clip.
I believe
that mag.
I believe it's an M1 Grand. So
it was. It looked like it. Yeah. And then It's Prof states there's 3v3 snipers tourney happening right now, hosted by Nap Times. There absolutely is. It's the Sniperino Cappuccino. So yes, definitely we'll have that on. Absolutely. Speaking of RTS, Gears of War Taxis is looking good too. It's surprisingly looking good. So Gears of War, Will, if you don't remember, if the listeners don't remember, Gears of War, the Coalition are coming out with, well, I think it's not just them, I think it's a other company, but they're coming out with a tactics style Gears game, in the style of like XCOM and whatnot. And apparently it's like very in depth. Yeah. In the previews, everybody's been saying it's fucking awesome. So it's like, all right, shit. You guys need a great music doc to watch on Netflix and watch Miles Davis' Birth of the Cool. I watched Tom Segura's latest stand-up. It was fucking hilarious.
He's good. He's a good one.
When he talked about the imagery of how many times your mom and dad have had sex. I was like, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. And then he loops in your grandma too.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And he called all moms cum dumpsters.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was just really funny. I'm like, God damn, it's really fucking funny. Did I mention we're not a PG show around here?
Leave it to Tom.
Leave it to Tom.
The Bert Kreischer one's pretty good too. Yeah.
Vicky likes him a lot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did he have a shirt off the whole time?
I'm assuming.
Okay.
So she will watch. I can hear the TV while I'm gaming sometimes. So, yeah.
I should watch that one too. 1917. It was having the thought in mind where it's supposed to take place over a 9-hour period, right?
Mm-hmm.
It felt odd to me with the filming structure of it trying to be shot in one take. And so again, not spoiling anything, but when he gets into building, finds that woman, right, with the child, and I'm like, man, it really feels like we're wasting a lot of time right now. Why are we still here? Like, I thought we're supposed to go.
Yeah. And
I get it's like a retrospective moment to like sit there and really take it all in, the what's going on and so on and so forth, and have the human element be like there too. It just felt odd to me that happened. It was just an abrupt stop to everything that was going on.
Yeah.
And then when he left that place and he was basically just walking in a straight line, and I'm like, dude, why the fuck are you walking in a straight line? Can I just say that the Germans in that movie had terrible shots too?
Oh, yeah.
Like, the dude shot at him point blank and missed. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, dude, I agree. Like, bro, if you're saying yes. Oh, man. For me, it wasn't bad, but something was missing. Yes, agreed. She gave the child that raw milk. Oh, my God. And my wife made mention of that, too, during that scene. And she goes, wait, he has the milk. And I'm like, oh, my God, it's an epiphany. Oh, it was so funny. You need to watch Star Wars Episode 9 now that it's out on digital, Josh. I thoroughly enjoyed it. As a person who is not heavily invested into Star Wars lore, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Will hit the nail on the head for me because you saw it the night it came out.
Yeah.
And then you're one of the best people to see movies with because A, you don't say anything when seeing it a second time or a third time. You don't say anything. And then you're always there for questions to be answered if I have any. So like when we were watching the Harry Potter series together, I would ask some dumbass fucking questions and you'd answer them. When we watched the Star Wars series together, I would ask stupid questions, you'd answer them. So it's great to have you there as a moviegoer. The thing that I loved and that Will talked about before I saw it for the first time is that he knows the type of movies that I like. I like go. I like action movies a lot, and I love when there's not a lot of dwelling on things. So Will said before I even saw it for the first time, he's like, it's go from the get-go. And I'm like, let's do it. And that's exactly what that movie was. That thing didn't stop at all. And I loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah. I really, really enjoyed that movie. And I pick up my set on Tuesday.
God damn it.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh
my God. Sandra replied to our tweet, respect that you guys keep making podcasts with zero Halo news.
We're still here. We're going.
We're always here, man. There's always something Halo related to talk about, whether it's in the Reflection Corner, whether it's actual tournaments that are happening. There's always something Halo related to talk about. And it's people because of SWAT Nation that are fucking SWAT Nation, Europa Halo, HDL, all these people still making it happen. It's great. There's always something community related. Absolutely, Dust. Absolutely. forever and always. We ain't fucking going anywhere. Hell no. And hopefully with Infinite releasing on its actual release day, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I think it will, but mindset is anything can happen. I really hope it does, so we could just have, just want that hype back.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, my kid's screaming. You can't hear it, though.
She's not happy right now.
No, she hasn't been. She was a bitch last night. Yesterday, she was an asshole. Oh, this morning I was playing Doom in the living room. And she's like, oh, Dad has his controller. I want to play with that. And so she's on the couch next to me and she's trying to play with my controller. And we're like, no, you have a controller. And so we give her Natana's pink Xbox One controller. No batteries in it or anything like that. And she's there playing with it. And she's like, no, I want his.
Yep.
Fuck you with this shit. And then she's just, yesterday she was just crabby. She's getting an attitude. Oh my God. For the listeners at home and for you, Will, I swear to God, I think she said no to me today.
Yeah.
Yep. For the first time, I think she legitimately said no to me. We're sitting there. She tries grabbing my controller or whatever. And I look at her stern in the face and I said, no. And she looked at me. She's like, no. And I'm like, excuse me.
Yeah.
You're 11-month-old. You're 13 months old. Shut the fuck up. God damn it.
Oh, get ready.
Oh, I know. She is going to have the biggest attitude. I can already tell. And it already scares me. Oh, boy. All right. Is there anything else you want to add before we close things out, Will?
I think I'm good, man.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm going to go see what my kid's bitching about. Yeah. But, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with us in the post show.
Yeah.
Thanks for your comments, your questions, your praise. It's greatly appreciated. Shout out to every one of you guys for being here. Make sure to check out, actually, because it should be happening right now, like Prof said, let's make sure that it is. Was it the Nap Times account, right? Yep, it is. So we're going to post the link in the chat. Boom. Make sure to go ahead and check out that tournament that is taking place. You have a good one as well, Beth. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, It's Prof. Thank you, Dust. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, everybody else who is tuning in right now. Mark, if you're still here, greatly appreciate it. Yeah, make sure to check out that tournament. The Sniperino Cappuccino.
Yeah.
3v3 Snipers tourney. Check it out. That's what I got. We'll be back next week. Love you guys. Stay safe out there. Social distance. Do all the things. We love you. We'll see you next week. But until then, peace out!